Welcome to Total Cost Mastery, unlocking hidden value with whole life costing. This is your blueprint for seeing what others miss and optimizing long-term value right from the start. In today's market, the sticker price is just the tip of the iceberg. Organizations that master the art of looking below the surface gain a massive competitive edge. Whether you are in procurement, finance, project management, or leadership, understanding whole life costing won't just save you money. It will fundamentally transform how you make decisions. I'm Paul, and brought to you by DiyQspro, where we predict, optimize, and deliver excellence. We are going to spend the next few minutes mastering the financial journey of your assets. Let's start with the golden rule. Whole life costing, or WLC. This isn't just about what you pay at the checkout counter, it's a financial assessment of every single penny an asset costs over its entire life. Here is why this is critical. The iceberg effect. The initial price tag is just the tip visible above the water. But studies show that 75 to 95% of an asset's total costs are effectively locked in during the design and planning phase. Think about that. If you buy the cheaper option now, you might be anchoring yourself to massive operational and maintenance costs below the surface later. WLC gives you the sonar to see those underwater obstacles before you crash into them. To master this, we have to break it down. WLC consists of 5 distinct buckets of money. 1. Capital costs. The obvious stuff: acquisition, delivery, installation, and commissioning. 2. Operational costs. The daily grind. Energy bills, water, raw materials, and consumables. 3. Staffing and admin. The human element. Labor, training, insurance, and licenses. 4. Maintenance and repair, keeping it running, both the planned checkups and the unplanned emergency fixes. And 5. End of life, the exit strategy, disposal, decontamination, and regulatory compliance. When you add these up, the cheapest bid is rarely the one with the lowest capital cost. It's the one that balances all 5 buckets efficiently. So, how do we calculate this without a crystal ball? We use robust methodologies and modern tools. It starts with data collection and cost modeling, gathering historical records and industry benchmarks. We then apply discounted cash flow, or DCF, and net present value, or NPV. These are essential financial tools that account for inflation and the time value of money, letting us compare a dollar spent today versus a dollar spent 10 years from now. And we are now in the digital age. We leverage life cycle costing software to run complex scenarios, and building information modeling, or BIM. BIM is a game changer. It lets us visualize cost implications in 3D before a single brick is laid, transforming raw data into a roadmap for value. Now, let's take this theory and put it to work in procurement. This requires shifting from an expenditure mindset to a value mindset. Step 1, strategic planning. Don't just ask for a product, ask for performance. Write specifications based on results, not just parts. Step 2, supplier engagement. When you evaluate bids, look at the total horizon. Negotiate contracts that reward long-term reliability, not just short-term delivery. Step 3, life cycle management. Don't sign the contract and walk away. Monitor the costs, collect the data. When you integrate WLC into procurement, you stop buying things and start investing in outcomes. Let's see this in action. Take sustainable buildings. High-efficiency insulation and HVAC systems might cost 20% more upfront, but WLC analysis proves that the energy savings over 30 years don't just pay for the upgrade, they generate profit and increase the asset's value. Or look at infrastructure. In road building, choosing a cheaper pavement mix might save budget today, but if it requires repaving every 3 years instead of every 10, the WLC is disastrous. WLC prevents us from stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. It guides us away from the low bid trap and toward responsible stewardship. Is this easy? Not always. There are hurdles. The biggest enemy is data uncertainty. If you don't have good historical data, you're guessing. The fix? Implement strict data collection now and use risk assessment tools for what you don't know. The second enemy is culture. Procurement teams are often rewarded for saving budget this quarter, not saving the company money next decade. You need leadership to mandate WLC policies and change the metrics of success. By aligning your policy with long-term value, you turn these challenges into stepping stones for organizational maturity. The future of WLC is intelligent and circular. We are moving toward true cost accounting, where we quantify environmental impacts, carbon cost, and resource depletion are entering the balance sheet. This drives the circular economy, prioritizing reuse and repair over disposal. Technologically, we are seeing the rise of digital twins and AI. Imagine a digital replica of your asset that uses real-time IoT sensors to predict a breakdown before it happens, adjusting your cost forecast live. WLC is evolving from a spreadsheet exercise into a dynamic, real-time strategic engine. Embracing whole-life costing is about more than math. It's about mindset. It requires early integration, cross-department collaboration, and a refusal to settle for the short-term win. It differentiates you in the market. While competitors fight over the lowest price, you're selling superior value and sustainability. Most importantly, it builds a legacy. By embedding WLC into your DNA, you're ensuring that the decisions you make today don't become burdens for the leaders of tomorrow. To wrap up, whole life costing is the paradigm shift from buying cheap to buying smart. We've explored the hidden costs, the tools to reveal them, and the strategies to manage them. Organizations that adopt this aren't just surviving, they are thriving by aligning financial prudence with operational excellence. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are ready to look beyond the price tag and unlock the hidden value in your projects. Ready to put this into practice? I don't want you to leave empty-handed. I've put together a comprehensive resource, the ultimate guide to whole life costing. It includes templates, checklists, and deep dive strategies. And it is completely free. Whether you are a beginner or a pro, this guide is your toolkit for success. Click the link in the description to download it right now. I'm Paul from DiyQspro. We predict, optimize, and deliver excellence. Thanks for watching, and here's to mastering your costs.